Hello and welcome to Byju's IAS. Let's get started and look into our daily quiz. Let's look into the first question. Which of the following statements is or correct about the principle of protection against self-incrimination? Giving voice sample is not a violation of the fundamental right against self-incrimination. This principle can be used even at the time of police investigation when they are extracting information. Which of the statements are correct? The answer to this is both. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of the voice samples. Let us try and understand what is this principle of protection against self-incrimination. First, let us understand what is the self-incrimination. Self-incrimination is basically where you expose yourself when it comes to the criminal cases. Let's say for example, there is one of the criminal acts that you have conducted. This criminal act is illegal in nature. This is prohibited by the laws of the land. During this particular case, when you give evidences, when you expose yourself to that particular criminal act, that is what is called a self-incrimination. So self-incrimination is where you explicitly or implicitly accept the particular fact that you have committed a crime is what is called a self-incrimination. So you are incriminating yourself. So you are exposing yourself. You are accepting the fact that you have committed a particular crime. That is what is called a self-incrimination. But what is fundamental right under Article 20 of 3? It provides protection against the self-incrimination, which means you also have the right to silence in case the police officers want to extract some information about a criminal act in that particular period. During that particular investigation process, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to give the evidence. You don't have to expose yourself. All that you can do is to remain silent, as Article 20 of 3 provides this as a fundamental right which offers protection against self-incrimination. Even if the police officers ask you questions, you have the right to silence, which is also guaranteed under Code of the Criminal Procedure. When you look into the first statement, that is also right. That is because when you speak about right to silence that is given to you under Article 20 of the, that does not mean that you should not be giving the samples. Let's say for example, the police officers request for the thumb impression, or they ask for the blood specimens or the specimen signature. In this particular case, the Supreme Court has also said that voice samples may also be taken by the investigating agencies. So you have to provide all of this, but then you have the right to remain silent as well, where this particular principle of protection against self-incrimination clearly says that you don't have to give any evidence whatsoever, even if asked by the court of law or even by the investigating agencies. But voice sample have to be given, blood specimens have to be given to the particular investigating agencies. Now let's look into the next practice question. Consider the following statements about planet Saturn. It is the second largest planet in our solar system. It is the only planet with rings. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn. Which of the above statements are incorrect? Since it is asking for the incorrect statement, the answer to this is 2 only. Why? That is because it is not only Saturn which has it, there are other planets as well. This includes Neptune. So kindly remember, this will be part of your assignment, where one of the planet which has rings happens to be Neptune. Which are the other planets which has rings? Kindly put them on the comment section. The first statement is right. Yes, it is the second largest planet in our solar system, and Titan happens to be the largest moon of Saturn. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article of the Indian Express makes a mention of Saturn. Currently, there is one of the papers that was published recently. According to this paper, it's just an hypothesis. They are just predicting it, that there might be some of the methane processes which might be happening on the sixth largest moon of Saturn, which happens to be Enceladus. So kindly remember, Enceladus happens to be the sixth largest moon on Saturn, and this particular moon currently has some processes which is releasing methane, says this research paper. As of now, just it's a hypothesis, but once we have the confirmation, let's take it up elaborately. Now let's look into the next question. Which of the following incidents had occurred when Lord Reading was the Viceroy? Dandi March, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, establishment of Swaraj Party, Kakori train robbery, Malabar rebellion. The answer to this is 3, 4 and 5. Why have we taken this practice question? Because of the reference to Lord Reading in this article. When you look into the options, Dandi March happened during the period of Lord Irwin, and Jallianwala Bagh massacre happened during the period of Lord Chelmsford. But the other three events, that is the establishment of the Swaraj Party, happened during the 1922 by C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Then we have the Kokori train robbery, which happened in the year 1925. Then we also have the Malabar rebellion, which happened in the year 1921. So all these events and their timelines are important, as this could also be asked as part of chronological order. Now let's look into the next practice question. Which strait separates Malaysia from Philippines? Is it Sunda Strait, Balabak Strait, Strait of Malacca, Strait of Makassar? The answer to this is Balabak Strait. Why have we taken this practice question? Because of the reference to Malaysia in this article. So when you look into this particular map, we have the Balabak Strait, which separates Philippines with Malaysia. Then we have Strait of Malacca, which separates Malaysia from Indonesia. So kindly remember all these key important places when it comes to the map marking, as this can be asked as part of your preliminary examination. Now let's look into the next practice question. Basel III Accord, or simply Basel III, often seen in news, seeks to develop national strategies for the conservation and sustainable use of biological diversity, improve banking sector's ability to deal with financial and economic stress, and improve risk management, reduce the greenhouse gas emissions but places a heavy burden on the developed countries, transfer technology from the developed countries to poor countries to enable them to replace the use of chlorofluorocarbons in refrigeration with harmless chemicals, which correctly depicts about Basel III Accord. This helps in improving banking sector's ability to deal with financial and economic stress and improve risk management. This happens to be a previous year question from the year 2015. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of the Basel III norms. Now let's look into the fact of the day. The fact of the day for today's discussion is Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. When it comes to the farming community, they have two types of problems. One is before the sowing takes place, the other is after harvesting. What are the issues that a farming community faces before the sowing of the crops? The major problem is in reference to the finances. What they require is the institutional credit, but most of them may not get the institutional credit primarily because they might not have the collaterals. As a result, these farmers or the farming community may have to borrow money from the brokers or from the middlemen, but these middlemen charge exorbitant prices or the interest rate. This is one of the problems. The other happens after they get the yield, after harvesting. What is the major issue? Let's say the farmers have generated the yield. They have to safeguard this, they have to store this, but currently we do not have enough of infrastructure when it comes to the cold storage or the warehousing. In order to support the farming community after the yield has come, after the harvesting has taken place, such a fund is what is called as Agricultural Infrastructure Fund. So the Agricultural Infrastructure Fund is basically one of the programs of the Government of India, which was initiated in the year 2020. What will it do? This will basically provide medium to long term debt financing facility for all types of projects where you would have entrepreneurs who would be investing on cold storage, who would be investing on warehousing, who would be investing on grading and packaging, e-marketing points. So basically, after the crops are grown, you have to safeguard these crops so that it does not become the food for the rats, so on and so forth. So basically, providing the after harvesting infrastructure is what is the objective of this particular program. So this particular program happens to be a central sector scheme where the contribution will be entirely by the central government, and the overall period of the scheme has been extended up until 2032 and 33. So the primary objective of the scheme is to provide financial support to all the agricultural entrepreneurs to improve agricultural infrastructure in India, basically to prevent the wastage that is happening after the harvesting. Who are the intended beneficiaries? Under the scheme, about 1 lakh crore will be provided by the banks and financial institutions as loans to primary agricultural credit society, FPOs, market cooperative societies, joint liability groups, self-help groups, multi-purpose cooperative societies, startups, agri entrepreneurs, central state agency or local body sponsored public-private partnership projects as well. What are the benefits of this agriculture infrastructure fund? There'll be interest subvention of 3% per annum up to a limit of 2 crores, and at the same time farmers will get a much better price as they are able to prevent the wastage. It is this that we have to understand in reference to the agriculture infrastructure fund. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.